Bit of news for you from next Monday. The football fill-in will be over on the Fozcast podcast. It's moving over there. That's kind of its rightful home, isn't it, lads? Yeah? And it'd be nice to see it back where it belongs.
Yeah, on YouTube, everything in one place.
Yeah, everything in one place. So we're going to put a link down below just in case you're not already subscribed to the Fozcast podcast YouTube show, and then you can just follow that link. But anyway, that's where we're going to be from next week. So when you tune into the Cycling GK, we ain't going to be there, OK? Cycling GK is going to be back for, like, more cycling vlogs and more bits and bobs and good stuff, what it used to be anyway. So that's where it's going to be. Hello everybody, welcome to the Football Fill-In, lads. Has Max Dowman got a little tiny sniff of going to the World Cup? Quick answers, yes or no?
No.
No, he hasn't. What are we being silly for? Come on, he's incredible and the goal's fantastic and what a player, but come on, not yet. It's too soon, right?
Very much so.
You must hate this inside the game. Like as a like former coach and player, you go, he is showing incredible signs.
Yeah.
But just calm the fuck down.
Just calm down. To be fair, I watched him last week against Mansfield in the FA Cup.
Oh, mate. Baller.
What? Wow.
Oh, my God.
Wow. What a player.
Yeah.
But the goal that he scored yesterday was special. Do you know what? I was half expecting VAR to pull it back.
Oh, really?
Honestly, that's how much VAR is in my head at the minute. It is fully ruining football for me. It's in my head like you would have been. And I was expecting them to pull it back. And that moment that everybody, 90% of football fans, apart from Everton fans, 90% of football fans are watching it going, this is incredible. This is what football's all about. This is why we love this beautiful game. And I was thinking, they'll find something.
He's just turned 16 years old. He's like 16 years old and 84 days.
He's doing his exams. He's the same age as our sons.
Yeah.
Who are doing their exams.
It's incredible, mate.
What were you doing at 16 years old?
I had a bloody sock under my bed that was crusty. That's what I was doing at 16 years old. Miles off it, nowhere near it.
It's that long ago, I can't even remember, mate, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I certainly weren't thinking about playing at what would have been Highbury for Arsenal.
If he did, hypothetically, if he did get called up for the World Cup, he wouldn't play anyway, would he?
No, he wouldn't. They'd only do it ever for like the experience of it all and to getting used to being in the fold and the setup already.
I just think there's no need to put all that on him. You know, the Theo Walcott thing years ago when Sven did it. Look, he still went on it, had a fantastic career, but you don't need that hype at this point.
They bloody dropped Benty. That was Benty that got dropped, weren't it, for Theo Walcott?
The thing is, he's in a really good team and he's not going to get that much playing time at the minute because the Arsenal team, it picks itself at the minute, it really does. So he's going to have to just keep waiting for chances, but he's at the right place because he's surrounded by players.
I love the reaction.
Oh, the
when
reaction.
he scored.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
But
Declan Rice.
Yeah, that tells you how good he is and what he means to them, and they know it. And drip feeding. He's at the right club.
Yeah.
But the reaction when he scored, and I'm like you, I'm thinking if this gets chalked off for whatever reason, football is finished.
Done.
You can't stop them moments.
Is this the league done now, lads, is it?
I believe so, mate, yeah. I think...
No chance.
I just
You think it's still a bit to go?
I'll tell you why. Sorry, Watto. I'll tell you why. 9 points, right?
Yeah.
City have got a game in hand?
Yep.
That's 6.
Yeah, and they play
each other. They win that at the Etihad, it's 3.
Yeah, I know, but Arsenal, I think we're past the point now of wondering whether Arsenal are relentless enough.
Yeah.
Because they are. Again, sometimes they're not the best. Everton were all right in the game and they had a few chances. They could have done this and that.
Yeah.
But Arsenal are just better defensively than anyone else and better at winning games.
They're functionally
that's
very,
what I mean.
very good.
I think we're past the point now of wondering whether they can just keep doing
and
it.
I've been saying, like, I think Arsenal will win the league now. I do. And I did think City even 6 or 7 weeks ago. Yeah. But to say it's done when you've got that little swing like that is premature.
I agree, but it falls into Arteta and Arsenal's hands, doesn't it? Because you already know your game plan going to City. Deep, low block, take a lot of their threat out of the game and you play quick players to counter.
Yeah.
You know you're going to get 1 or 2 moments. and they don't seem to be as capable of breaking down that low block as much as they used to do. They want the open games.
Look at the run in then for Arsenal. So you've got to remember as well, Arsenal are in all the cups. Yeah?
Incredible,
They're in the League Cup final, FA Cup quarter-finals, Champions League. So they've got Leverkusen tomorrow. My God, it's a quick turnaround, isn't it?
Yep.
The highs of like Premier League winning games, last-minute goal, and then they've just got Leverkusen tomorrow in the Champions League. And then it's the EFL final against Man City next Sunday. Southampton in the FA Cup. So they're not playing in the Premier League until the 11th of April now. So it's a bit of a break, to be fair.
Yeah.
But then it will go Bournemouth in Premier League, then it's Man City away, then it's the big one, Man City away. Newcastle, Fulham, West Ham, Burnley, and then Palace.
They're winnable games, aren't they?
They're winnable games. They really are. And other than the Man City one, really, I can't see them slipping up too much there. Newcastle will be a tough one, probably, because they've started finding a bit of form.
There's some tough games, but I think when you're already a coach or a manager, you know what your game plan's going to be at City. And it's nice going there knowing that you ain't got to win.
Yeah.
And all the pressure then reverts to City, depending on what happens in and around it. But like you said earlier, they're in all the cups. They can really focus now on them cup games, which sometimes you don't get because of the Premier League. They don't play in the Premier League now for 3 weeks.
The thing is, if it would have been 6 points or 3 points difference, 4 points difference between them and Man City, when they come to that EFL Cup final, if City went and won that, I think mentally it would be a massive bit of trauma to Arsenal. It would have been a massive bit of trauma. But I think they're just far ahead enough now where it's the pressure's sort of off a little bit, really. They just keep doing what they're doing, and they're so good at doing what they're doing.
I think they're a bit more resilient than people possibly give them credit for. But also, how many cups, we spoke about it a couple of weeks ago, how many cups will they end up at? They're the kind of team, that functional team. And
it could just...
They could end up with 2 or 3, couldn't they?
Hey, to be
quite
fair,
easily.
The Champions League one, they were lucky to get that penalty against Leverkusen last week, actually, to be fair. They're very lucky they've got a point from that game. So going into the next one tomorrow, they're obviously favourites now, but it could have been an awful lot different.
What about City, though? So Pep was saying after the game about they used to find a way of winning those games, and now they're not.
Yeah. It does smell like that, though, as well, because if you watch it, like, City had so many little chances where the ball's dropping. But fair play to West Ham, because they are in such a position where they're scrapping for their lives. So they're throwing bodies in front of the goal.
The chance at the end for Guy.
There's so many of them.
If he puts that in, West Ham will be like, how has that ball fallen after the so many
probably
ricochets?
A few months ago, West Ham would have conceded that one. That would have gone in, and West Ham had deflated. But the way that it's going at the minute is, like, their luck has changed. Man City are not putting them balls in the back there, and West Ham are finding that bit of luck and that block. You got the picture on the screen here. Mavropanos taking one right in the grid from Haaland.
Look at that ball.
It's class, isn't it?
It's incredible.
How good is that?
He's caught it flush as well.
Yeah, but do you know what's good about that is that to actually take it in the face, you've got to be facing the ball, to take it in the face. There's so many players who are like, and they turn the face away like that, and they'll hit him off the back of the corner of the head and go in. But to get one right in the middle of the grid, I'm all over.
He's a former Arsenal boy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, yeah. He's an Arsenal hero, the Arsenal fans call him, isn't
Exactly.
One thing I wanted to ask you boys about, Haaland, class player, world-class player, but this is when you need him. These run-ins, these title run-ins, these big moments, and he has scored 4 goals in his last 18 games.
Yeah, it's a worry. He is coming out of captaincy for my FPL team because he's taking the piss now. I have put him as captain religiously, and he's letting me down. But luckily, he's letting everyone down because everyone's doing the same thing. But 4 goals in 18 games for Erling Haaland for Manchester City.
Well, for a team that creates what they create, and I think that's probably why they've just dropped off a little bit, and that's why Arsenal will be feeling as though they've got a real chance. He can't have that goal ratio when you play as centre forward for Man City.
I watched this game, Watto, right, and I was a little bit. I feel like when he's popping and when Man City are popping, it's perfect for him to just stay in the box, yeah? That's all you need from him. Stay in the box because we're creating chances for you and you just put him in the back of the net. But when it's not popping and when Man City aren't quite at their best, he still stays there, and I feel like he needs to get involved more. That's when he's going to have to start dropping in a bit deeper, start helping the team out to get up to that point a bit more, because it's just not as fluid as what it used to be.
When he got the chances in the box, he will like snatching them a little bit, and he never normally has that little bit of anxiety when it comes to a calm finish. So he's probably going through, in reality, the toughest moment of his Man City career.
But you've got to play yourself out of it, haven't you? You play yourself out of it by getting involved and helping out.
It's not the time to be going through that moment, though, is it? That's the reality.
Not for him, no.
Bernardo Silva mean that goal?
No chance.
No.
No chance. I kept hearing the commentators saying, "What? This
What
is
a
real."
goal,
I'm
what a
like,
goal.
Oh my God!
on about?
No chance in a million
On
years.
his left foot, he's just swung the life out of it. He hasn't. He's got
He
absolute
stabbed
technique.
it, and it's
oh
just.
my God.
He stabbed it, and I think even he stabbed it, and he's thought, oh no.
And
that's a
it's
bit-
just as he sees it goes over his hand, he thought, "Well, I can celebrate now."
Oh,
But
yeah.
I don't really want to celebrate too much. He's just got like, "Oh,
No
my
way he meant it. No way.
What about your boy Donnarumma?
Yeah, he'll be disappointed.
Uncharacteristically.
He'll be disappointed with it because he's there and he's done everything he needs to do. He just hasn't fully.
drove through the ball."
Yeah, he just hasn't drove through the ball. It's as simple as that. He's done everything he needs to do. All he needs is a flick there. That's all you need is a flick there. The first contact is the most important, whether it's a flick, a full punch, a full catch, whatever. But get that first contact, and he hasn't just fully drove through the ball, so he'll be super disappointed, I promise you.
Yeah.
It was a sloppy goal to concede, to be fair, because they were on top. City were on top, and it changed the game a little bit, really.
Should we do Monday night predictions?
What is Monday night predictions? Because who's playing?
Brentford versus Wolves.
Oh gosh!
How
is this a Monday night?
I went home win. It's simple.
It's got to be an home
It's got to
win.
be home win.
Yeah, I actually went home win as well. I'm going
Against your team?
I'm going 1-0 Brentford.
All right, I'll go 2-1.
I'll go 3-0 ruthless Brentford because they have got that in them.
You would say that, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Bloody
they have got that.
Thiago's got a chance to put a couple in tonight.
Delighted to announce that the entries for Tour de Force with Sir Chris Hoy open this Thursday, the 19th of March. Cure Leukemia are a very proud partner. So if you want to get involved, we've got a link down below. Click it, get involved. I'll see you all there. Before we move on to Chelsea Newcastle, can we do a quick bit of Championship talk? Because it was an incredible weekend in the Championship, yeah? Like, I know the Premier League's exciting and we've got like a relegation dogfight and the Premier League probably sewn up now, but it's good to see Man United back on. But the Championship, oh my God.
Every year it never fails.
Every year. So Coventry losing first and foremost, like massive shock. I don't know if you watched any of this game, watched some of the highlights. Oh my God, they battered Southampton. They could have scored so many goals. It was ridiculous, right? But Southampton won anyway. Wrexham winning Friday night.
He just wanted to bring up the Championship because he was hanging out with Ryan and Rob again.
Yeah,
was
mate,
hanging out
you're
around
partying.
Rob
I'll tell you where I went Saturday, and I'll tell you about a relegation fight. I went to Leicester City QPR.
Oh, brutal, mate.
Oh my
They're
God.
having a bad
They
time,
went
Leicester.
1-0 up,
Yeah.
and you're thinking, right, just drive on a little bit. QPR, to be fair, looked like they were going there to get beat, and all of a sudden they get beat 3-1. And that's a team that won the Premier League 10 years ago.
Mate, that's trouble at Leicester at the minute, isn't it? Like, the fans are fully there, mate, they're fuming, honestly. And the results fully went against them at the weekend. Baggy's winning as well. West Brom, massive win. Yeah. I was so happy for them because they're 1-0 up, down to Hull are down to 10 men. And I keep listening to the radio and they're going, oh, they're having loads of chances, West Brom. And I'm thinking, they're just going to concede late again. That's all they ever do is concede late, 90th minute, and they'll eat, and then that'll be it, and they'll be fuming. But they didn't. They saw it through, so I'm absolutely buzzing for them. But then even into the playoff places, like, oh my God! It's like
so
you
tight,
just couldn't pick it. Like Wrexham have won 4 out of 6 now. Southampton 3 out of 5. Like, oh mate, it's absolute bonkers. I love it. I do love it.
It was good again. We went to the. It was good again at the racecourse, wasn't it? So we were at the Chelsea game, then at the Swansea game, and it's like atmosphere is proper, isn't it? Yeah.
But it's Championship games though. So like Wrexham against Swansea. Swansea had chances early doors. To be fair, Big Arthur played incredible.
He made a big save to
Big
his left.
save down to his left, mate. I thought he did his knee. The way he kind of tucked his knee out. It's so close to him. It was a brilliant save, lad.
There's something about British football, though, isn't it?
it's
Like,
brilliant,
we've got there
brilliant,
nice and early, and we've gone into like the media room, and we've gone and grabbed a cup of Bovril, and we're milling around, and it's just like, it's the moment you live for, isn't it?
Yeah, it's wicked. But again, like say, I'm just saying, Championship is so hard. Like that game could have swung either way. It genuinely could. Swansea are a good team, mate. Like, really good team.
If it weren't Friday night and all you boys in that little lounge and it being the big Wrexham thing, Swansea would have had a penalty any other ground.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, they probably would, to be fair.
Sky can't, and the ref can't ruin the Wrexham story.
Not on Sky on a Friday night.
Watto?
I'm being honest about it. So I do some work with the Swansea goalie, and he just texted me after the game. Surely penalty. I said, not on a Friday night at Wrexham, mate.
Not with Ryan and Rob on comms.
No chance.
We were in the, like the Betty Buzz suite sort of thing, the bit where Ryan and Rob, it's plush in there, isn't it, mate?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they got the free bar going on.
Mini fish and chips.
Mini fish and chips.
Yeah.
You have these little...
Do you think they might want to, at one point, get introduced to me? I might let me in the free bar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I don't know. Whatever's happening with Arthur seems to be working. He was on fire, wasn't he?
He played well in the game.
Yeah.
Right, should we go back to the Premier League then? So Championship, well done. We love you,
Right,
by the way.
Paul
We absolutely
Tierney.
love it. Paul Tierney, my God.
Right, the huddle. So
horrible.
there's a huddle. He's in the middle of it. What's going on? What's going on?
That's horrible.
It's wild. It's
Do you know what the worst part of it is? Where the cameraman is like slowly moving around the circle and poor Tierney's just looking at the camera going, what do I do?
I need to hear your opinion on this.
It's ridiculous.
What is ridiculous?
The whole thing. The huddle on the centre circle, making the referee be in the middle of it, it's just horrible. I don't want to watch it.
No one made him be in the middle of it.
No, they didn't make him. I think he was in there and then it was a bit too late for him to actually get out of it.
How's
and then
he
it
in
was.
there? How do they?
Honestly,
right, my take is this, right? The referee, park your ego, get the hell out of there. Just go. Excuse me, lads. I don't want to be in the middle of this.
Yeah, I think he realised a bit too late. I think if you ask him, he'll go, I didn't really think too much about it. Then when I'm in the middle of it, it got awkward.
Yeah, but why is he standing there like a lemon?
Mate,
You just go,
it looks like he's listening to Cole Palmer here and he's just about to turn around and say, oh, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Come on, Cole Palmer was hugging him at one point. I think Reece James was like, stop it.
I don't think the Chelsea players realised that he was going to stay there. I'm like, he should be getting out of there.
Get out.
Whatever needs to happen. Then all of a sudden, I mean, the whole Chelsea story is becoming bonkers, isn't it?
Yeah.
In terms of the manager's language, and then you end up with things like this. And it's always putting him on the back foot, talk about the football, and then they lose the game.
It was an incredible win for Newcastle, to be fair, really good, because they very rarely do well at Chelsea, very rarely, so it was a massive win for them. But I was buzzing for Anthony Gordon, one for scoring, then the interview that he did after the game, I loved it as well, because I look at Anthony Gordon, I think you're not the type of player to want to miss out on a game of football. You're not. Of course he's not against Barcelona as well. You're not that type of person. You can just tell with certain people. And for him to come out and do the interview he did afterwards, I thought it was fantastic. Really, really good. Just like, no chance, mate. If I'm ill, I'm ill. If I can play, I'll play. And if I'm not playing, then, it is what it is. I'm never going to miss on purpose.
What did you make of it, Watto?
Yeah, I think he obviously talks from the heart, and they get very upset quite easily, don't they, by the outside influence of it, because nobody, unless you're inside it, really knows what's happening in terms of how ill he's been, what he's been through, what all this stuff. But I'm like you, most top players, and he's a very capable player, wants to play. And out of all the look, you don't want to miss Chelsea away, let's be honest, but a Champions League game against Barcelona, you don't want to miss that.
Listen, there's certain reasons why you will have to miss a game, right? If you've got an injury and it's touch and go, kind of, sometimes you err on the side of caution. But when you're ill, right? I've been ill a few times around games and stuff, and I remember one time in particular, it was a Christmas game actually. Man City we were playing, and I was so ill for about 2 or 3 days beforehand. Even on the day, I was in bits. Honestly, I was so run down, so ill, so poorly, no energy whatsoever. But managed to get through the game. But I was a goalkeeper. Yeah, I'm a goalie, so I'm just sort of stood there. I got through it, and I was like, oh, that was horrible. I couldn't even think about doing it if I was an outfield player. I promise you, if I was an outfield player, you've got no chance on the surface.
Do you know what I don't like about it is that the kind of talk from the pundits, the cheerers. I think was it Carragher as well, was it?
Yeah.
Talking about it in
Shearer and Rooney.
Was it Rooney? Yeah, quite disparagingly about him, and then
but, like, they've never been ill.
No.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Dean Henderson missed yesterday because he were ill.
Yeah,
it happens. I mean, that's the one thing that you, for all the things that surround football and the threat, like the proper machines. You know what I mean. But if you're ill, it's the one thing that nobody in the environment can control. Yeah, and it's the one thing that stops you.
There's no way of gauging it. There's no way of a medical professional gauging how ill somebody is, all right? With an injury, you can look at scans and you can tell, and you're, like say, erring on the side of the cushion. But with illness, everything's out the window. It's how that player feels. But energy levels get sucked out of it.
The other thing, though, is they're saying about, walked past and didn't shake the hands and go, it's game day.
I know.
Right? Because they're the same ones that would laud the Roy Keanes and the Gary Nevilles for ignoring his brother in the tunnel next to him, and yet when it's Anthony Gordon not shaking their hand,
how dare they?
Get over it, lads. You're not God.
How dare he not shake anybody's hands? But I do feel like the wheels for Chelsea just slightly started to loosen,
to wobble a bit,
but just a little bit, yeah. They lost last week, didn't they? In the Champions League, got battered. In fact, actually, I thought that was ridiculous. By the way, trying to play it out from the back. I'd love to know if it's Rosenior making the goalkeepers do this, because we had it with Sanchez a few weeks ago against Arsenal, and then Jorgensen doing it against PSG the other night as well. And I was just thinking, just read the situation.
But it has to be his philosophy, mate.
Has to be, doesn't it?
You can't keep, we're obviously predominantly defending the goalies in most situations because we've got some feel for them. And obviously in the modern game, they're asked to play a certain way. But when it's failing in front of your eyes, even if you're in goal and I've told you to keep doing it, you're not going to keep doing it because it's insanity.
Self-preservation as well, mate.
And
you've
boot
got
the
to have a
ball
bit
up
of
the field.
Self-preservation, because you're going to get made to look like a fool. Obviously, he does that against PSG, and then, lo and behold, he's not in goal for the next game against Newcastle in the Premier League, whether he's got a groin injury or not. But either way, I think his head's probably in a place where it's not absolutely perfect to me. But it's not fantastic. It's not helpful when your manager is demanding that you keep doing this when it's not on. You've got to look at the picture or smell the game a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
He was very unhappy, Rossini, about the Walter challenge on Palmer, which I don't think it was clear cut. You could make an argument for and against, but I don't think you'd be that unhappy if you were the manager.
It's probably the manager just sort of
deflecting a bit.
It's just excuse policy again, mate. There's so much fluff around Chelsea again, whereas when I believe they're at their best, whoever's been in charge of them, let the players do the talking, give them a simple game plan. They're very, very capable, and just concentrate on the football. There's always too much fluff around them.
Yeah.
Like the huddle that we've just discussed last week, language about how to mark on a set play, and just like get down to the basics of football and let the players go and showcase what they are. Very capable.
Can we talk about Spurs, please, lads? This was the Sunday night game.
Yes.
Vicario back in goal for Spurs. Before we talk about the actual game, can we talk about Kinský in the Champions League in the week, mate? Yeah. We've been there, mate. We know what it's like. It is very tough being a goalkeeper, isn't it? But that was horrible to watch, wasn't it?
Horrible. I could not believe it. I was actually at a game and I just saw messages, and then all the clips of the goals. And my only reservation were player power, because I just thought Romero came across to talk to the manager, didn't he? And then within milliseconds, it were all happening. Yeah. But like I've made so many mistakes. I remember a home game against Charlton, young goalie. I'd made 2 shockers, we're 2-0 down, and obviously you want the whole world to implode. But one thing I didn't want, and I hope it never happened on the bench, that somebody's thinking we've got to get him off. Yeah. Because you come off at that point, there is no way back.
There's no way back. I think I agree with what I completely. He can't play for this team, especially under this manager. And I don't know how long this manager is going to last, but he cannot play for this club under this manager again.
And then you got your usual. We'll come to the Vicario goal and our thoughts on it. But as soon as that goal goes in, like when Joe Hart got dropped, when Ramsdale's at camera, straight to Kinský, and he has a little.
So what with the manager, obviously, when he's dragged him off, what was it, 15 minutes?
Yeah. 15 minutes,
Manager's giving him the cold shoulder. Should he have given him a bit of love?
So he's actually did an interview, I think, before the Liverpool game, actually, where he said, listen, if I go over to him when he's walking off the pitch in that instance and he gives me the cold shoulder or he brushes me away, he says it's a bigger story. I'd still rather that than him just give him the complete cold shoulder, because he's not even looking at him. Kinský's walking off the pitch and Igor Tudor's not even looking at him, not trying to make eye contact, and that just feels a bit cold for me. It really does.
But I've heard managers, when I've been in the offices, like obviously work with so many, and I've asked that same question as to what your thought is as to why some managers will be check their hand and cuddle them. Obviously, it's easy if you're winning and they've scored a hat-trick or whatever. Or why other managers will just leave whoever's dealing with the subs and they'll focus on the game. And the majority of answers when they leave them, it's purely because they don't want any drama. Because nobody really is happy when they come off at whatever situation. So instead of having any drama, I'll deal with you in the dressing room and I'll make the decision. You do, check anybody's hand, whatever. But I'm going to focus on the game. And then they never get involved in it. So you can see it from that perspective, because if you pull somebody off, it's...
Just quickly, the 2 mistakes Kinský made. So the first one
was a slip.
It was a slip, but still, how many times do you slip in training? Very, very rarely. Very rarely. In the warm-up for game, you wouldn't have slipped. Nobody really slips that much. But when the pressure's on and when everything's a little bit supercharged and turbocharged, you start putting a bit too much pressure. Steps are a little bit bigger and wider than what they should be. And it's pressure that makes you slip. I promise you, pressure can make you slip. And then the second one, it's just a really poor execution. It's already in his head. It's a horrible ball back, actually. I'm watching
it's not nice.
I'm watching the thing unfold and I'm thinking, I don't need that now. I don't need that ball now on my left foot trying to wrap it across there, because it's a difficult thing to do. And again, it's pressure.
So how does he... Genuinely, because this feels like one of these moments in a career, right?
Yeah.
How does he rebuild from here now? Does he got to say, I need to get out of this club and I need to get playing football? What?
He needs to play football. It doesn't matter where it is. He just needs to go and play football again. Become a first choice goalkeeper, first on the net, on the team sheet, and then your confidence just grows and grows. He's only a young kid anyway, still, so he's got plenty of time. But he just needs to get playing first team football. But it's a massive, like, to put you in a Champions League match away at Atletico Madrid, your first Champions League match, first game back for the club for a long, long time, and to expect him to go and smash it, like.
I think he was just set up to fail.
Set up to fail,
and that's not nice. But I think if anybody who's done the homework on him, believe in him, there's a deal to be had because he can't be a Tottenham player.
No, he can't.
And he'll not want to be a Tottenham player. So anybody that really believes in him, because I think a manager and a club and a coach gets his arm around him, there's a good deal to be had for somebody because he's finished at Spurs.
Should we go to Liverpool Spurs then, lads? And we're going to start with the Szoboszlai free kick goal, Watto. Obviously, Vicario back in. Do you think he could have done a bit better?
I think he'd be
That was a loaded question, weren't it, Ben? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, you got some opinions on it, haven't you?
No, this is Watto's moment to
This
shine.
is the foundation I've been waiting for all morning, boys. Come on. I mean, I looked at the Tottenham players when it went in. You can see the reaction with the wall, the defenders who are marking at the side. It's so bad. Yeah. It's so bad. I mean, look, Szoboszlai hits it well. He gets movement and all that. But, like, there's no drive. For me, like, I don't know your thought on this, but you've got to get a contact and you've got to be explosive through the ball. But because the ball's moved so much now, going for it, he's got to have a big surface and really drive at the ball. Ultimately, in training, I think you're going to try and catch that ball. It's such a comfortable save. But he never fired his feet up, and then it were always behind him. It was so poor.
When Watto says about the ball moving, you've almost got to dive past it when the ball's moving like that because you know you're going to have to readjust your hands. Look at the save Alisson made just before the goal, actually. The ball's moving like you wouldn't believe, but because he's almost diving past it, he's able to pull his arm back and do it. But when you're still wet, still to get there, and it just moves at the last second, it's so hard to go out there and still get it. But I agree with Watto, he just didn't get his feet firing.
The footwork was terrible.
Yeah, he didn't get his feet firing at all. I think he's a bit too low and that to start with, so he has to then go up first and then start moving. But like what I said about the other players, sort of, you know as a goalie when a ball goes in the back of the net whether you should have done better or not. And then you look up and you look at your defenders, right? And they're kind of looking at you going, how has that gone in? You're going, oh, no.
He dived full length as well for that.
No.
Oh,
Middle of the goal.
I
know.
Well, Carragher were very brutal on him, weren't he?
Yeah, he was.
To be fair, like, you know, it's easy in comms to do that. But as a goalie, like, you work all week on scenarios, and they'd have seen Szoboszlai already put 2 in this season, hasn't he? Yeah. You know what's coming. But the one thing that you have to do as a goalie there is you have to move your feet to give yourself a chance. If you lead with the hands and the feet are not driving, no chance. But if you drive with the feet and then drive, you've got a chance.
It just shows where probably the goalies are at the minute at Spurs. Their heads are probably both a little bit off it, and that's it. Once you're a few seconds behind in your head, that's it. I was actually watching the replay to see if he took a step to his left first, which slowed him down for that, but he didn't. And that the bit there is probably the worry that he just hasn't got the brain capacity
as well,
to keep it
when
going.
you would have been at your very best, don't worry about how the training week looked. When you were at your very best, you were obviously very confident, but you trusted your goalie coach, and more than that, sometimes you had trust in your manager. Yeah. When these guys are playing in goal for Spurs, and what happened midweek, Vicario gets dropped, Kinský starts, whatever he does, Vicario's back on. There is no feel for the job at all. And I think they'll stay up, but it'll be a miracle and it'll be tight.
They were lucky because Forest battered Fulham.
Oh, my God.
But in fairness, Spurs had some chances.
Yeah.
I thought
Alisson made 2 or 3 big saves.
I was really surprised by Spurs. I was actually surprised by Spurs and by Liverpool because Liverpool fully stepped off, and I was thinking Spurs are going to win this. But even before they scored the goal, Spurs should be winning this game.
Penalty for Richarlison? The VVD one?
I didn't think so, really.
Not really, no.
Mate, let me just, but you can't say that's a penalty I know we've talked about Arsenal, but Havertz gets stood on, and that's not a penalty. Yeah. So I think they just decided this week VAR can't give penalties.
Oh, well, we're not getting into VAR, lads.
No, we don't want you
honestly, I hate it. How nice is it going to a championship game on Friday night at Wrexham? Swansea, and not having to worry about VAR.
Perfect,
goal goes in the back of the net.
It's a goal.
Referee runs off. Lino runs off. That's it. You can lose your shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hate it.
Liverpool, I think Szoboszlai came out and said, didn't he? He said, did he say he was sleepwalking to a Conference League or a Europa League spot?
Yeah, but it did feel like that, didn't it, in the game?
That.
It's like they didn't have a lot of energy or something like that. They didn't feel like they could really just go and be ruthless and get over the line. Once they went 1-0 up, I'm thinking Spurs surely now should sort of like not lay over and get their belly tickled, but this could be a 2 or 3-0, and it didn't. It was the opposite.
It's that attacking kind of force. Like you look in years gone by when you've got obviously Salah flying, you've got Gakpo, God bless, God rest his soul, Jota coming in and out, and now you've got Gakpo's been quiet. Wirtz has been quiet after a nice little run.
Young Rio, the lad.
Yeah, he had a good chance.
Honestly, he looks an absolute player. Yeah. But I love that youthful like not affected by anything yet. Do you know what
get
I mean?
after it, yeah.
Same as Dowman, not. Do
you think they should be? Do you think they should be starting him now?
Again, it's you want to, but you don't want to get too carried away with stuff. You don't want the player to get too carried away with stuff. So keep bringing him in here and there, giving him a touch. And as long as he keeps doing this, then he's not a million miles away. I promise you.
And what about United then?
Oh, mate, I really loved watching that game.
It's a good game, wasn't it? I agree.
Phenomenal game. I always like watching United when they're at it, and Villa and the tactics of the game. But oh my God, what a game!
Yeah,
I
you know
really
what?
loved it.
Villa always struggle at Old Trafford. Always struggle at Old Trafford. And I was expecting this one. I was actually quite interested to see, because I thought on paper before the game it's probably two very even teams, no matter whether you're on the league, but two very even teams. But United are a better team. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
United are a better team now because they've got players. They've got players who believe they are Manchester United players, and that is the big difference. And once Man United can get back to that, they've got a chance, because they are an absolute fire. I think Carragher's now in the Premier League is it played 10, won 8, drew 1, lost 1, or something like that.
But Keane says there's still better out there, mate.
I don't know who you're going to get.
I mean, this is just
I don't know why you would bother,
carbon
honestly.
copy of Ollie, isn't it?
It's a carbon copy.
It really is.
But I think, unfortunately for Michael Carrick, who's done a phenomenal job, it's a big red flag for the leadership group, because he's done, and he couldn't do really much better, if truth be told. But when you look then for the bigger pictures in terms of style of play, recruitment of players, and the big picture, game plans, is it just a motivational thing at the minute? I know I spoke about Steve Haaland being in and around it, which is helping him. But how long can Michael sustain it when ultimately you want to be a winner, don't you?
Yeah, but they don't look like a flash in the pan. They look like a really good team.
Yeah.
Like, their signings, you look at the players...
Signings have been incredible.
Yeah.
Signings have been incredible. I've got a question for you, lads, right? So Bruno, obviously, 2 assists in the game. The second one was just world class, yeah? That, to me, is a proper assist, right? He's just beaten David Beckham's assist record, right?
Sir David Beckham.
Sir David Beckham, sorry. Do we think that assists should be proper like the second goal, or are we happy with any ball into the box, a corner or a free kick, being an assist?
Well, look, it's...
Do you know what I mean? Because they are slightly different.
Yeah, it's too easy, innit? Like, if you... Like Prowse, I work with, had loads of assists. He's phenomenal delivery at set plays. But you've got 4 or 5 guys trying to head it, or 6 if you load the box, 7 if you load... You know, your chances are heightened. If you think about how many players can, on a first touch, pop that pass in like he did
perfect weight, with vision.
That's like, I understand, it's still the same assist as somebody whipping the corner.
That's what I mean.
Goal.
It means...
But it's a bit different.
Like, assess Fabregas' assist. Yeah, look at his assist record. It's from, and I guarantee... I'd love to know these stats, actually. If they can get all the top assist makers and break it down into a corner assist, a free kick assist, and then a ball through assist.
They have this... They have a separate thing, don't they, where it's... what do they call it? Direct impact or something like that? Because the one that I don't like, which I know where you're coming from, is when the centre half gives it to the centre midfielder 30 yards out and he slaps it in the top corner. Yeah. Cheers for the assist.
Great pass.
Yeah, I know. But, yeah, that's like Bruno. Yesterday, he was
incredible.
Honestly.
But you did the thing with Lamens in the week, didn't you? And you said how nice and calm he was. And he looked like a Man United goalie.
He did, didn't he?
For a young lad to have stepped in like that and playing that, I mean, he made a big save look relatively easy, because it's a difficult one, that when you're down a little bit low, they whip past your shoulders and it's a goal. He kept it out well, and I thought he kept goal really well.
Do you know what his biggest skill is? Obviously, we spoke about his mentality, being nice and calm and not really bothered by it all. But I think his biggest ability is he knows what his limitations and he knows what his capabilities are, and he just stays there. He don't get excited. He don't get carried away trying to come for stuff that he don't need to. He don't try and do anything flashy that he knows he's not great at doing. He gets the ball played back to him. He knows when to do it long, when to play it simple. But he's never flustered by it because he's in control of himself.
He's one where I look at him now and I'd like to just either watch him work or get an opportunity to do a couple of sessions with him, because I think he's all them things you've said, but there's some real growth potential in him.
I agree, yeah.
I think they've been really clever, whether or not it's the coaching staff or him or both. That, like you said, I think they are saying don't do anything crazy here. Yeah. But I think the upside, what's to come, is going to be a hell of a lot more. But for now, he's just not playing it safe, would be unfair, but he is keeping goal.
One more question for you, lads.
Go on.
By the way, Villa, I was a little bit disappointed with Villa, to be fair. They weren't as good as Man United in possession. But the goal that they've scored, right? So Ross Barkley's whipped it.
Oh, yeah.
The VAR had a good look. whether it hit Onana or not, right? I know it's hit Onana, but I don't know it's hit his body. I know it's hit his clothes.
Yeah, I'm going to say it might have.
It's hit his clothes, right?
It would have hit my arse, but
is hitting the clothes, is hitting his shorts, counting as a contact?
Well, it has to be, doesn't it?
Does it?
It has to be, surely.
What do you think?
I don't know. I really don't know.
When it went in, I thought you were going to give offside because I thought it hit him. It were never affecting the goalie, and the ball were always going in. But he's in an offside position.
Yeah.
So if it hit him, it had to be offside.
Yeah.
Because he's the last.
But if it doesn't hit his physical body, but brushes his clothes, the material of his clothes, or the little bit of loose shortage or something, which it has, yeah, and even the camera panned to him,
well,
and
just
he's going
about
like
to
that.
Kick off. Yeah,
he's nodding his head, going, "Yeah, it hit me, yeah," because you can feel it. Even a ball like that, just whispering past your shorts, you can feel it hit you. Does that count the same as it actually hitting your physical body?
Don't know.
I don't know either.
I thought they were going to give offside.
Yeah.
When my first take on it.
But you don't know that. That's the issue, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't know. Can we talk about Casemiro? So he's on his final year now, and it did make me smile. Don't get me wrong, like pundits are there to say something. I'd much rather a Jamie Carragher be brave and actually be opinionated rather than toe the line.
Yeah.
But that comment about leave football before football leaves you.
Yeah.
Might have been a bit premature, mightn't it?
I know what he's saying. Basically, because at the time he was in a bad place. You could see he wasn't probably as fit as he
was talking
been.
about his legs.
His legs have probably just started to slow down a little bit. And even if you watch the game, you can tell his legs probably aren't as sharp as what they've ever been before. Because he used to be a world-class player. He's still a very good player, but he hasn't got that speed or that ability to get out of the pitch.
In the middle of the park, but on a little set play like that.
Oh, it's perfect, mate.
Digne and Watkins at the front for Villa, without being disrespectful to him. Not the greatest and not the tallest physicality. He bounces Barkley, gets 2-3 yards on him and pops up in between them. Perfect delivery, perfect timing, and he's sharp enough and clever enough to do that.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. He's maybe not at the peak of his powers, but there's going to be a hole next year.
Yeah, there will be a hole. Yeah.
They will.
They need more legs. That's what I think is the answer. Is more legs, but. At set pieces, he can attack a ball, by the way. Oof. He scored plenty of goals this season by getting there first, getting into that front post space, being a menace in the box, because he's big and physical and strong, but he uses it to his ability as well. And the fact that they've got Šeško to come on, as soon as they bring him on, I think, you are just a big 6'5" lump of, like, carnage, yeah? You are. He comes on, and he has the one chance where he comes through, and he sort of, like, heel bungs it over there and out of play. And I'm thinking, cool, like, anything can happen with you, but I like it at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like a ball of energy. And then, obviously, the goalie scores, quick turn, bang. But that's him in a nutshell. Like, I like bringing players on like that. It's a bit like Darwin Núñez for Liverpool. Do you remember? Like,
it's carnage.
And it's good. I think
it creates something. But there were a
settles people.
There were a lot of noise, obviously, for Emery getting linked with Man United again.
I know.
Because everybody thinks he's top draw. But, like, I don't know whether he'd be a Man United manager purely because he would want full autonomy behind the scenes, which is what he's built the credit of Villa.
Right, we're going to go on to some of the other 0-0s in a minute. Sunderland 0, Bournemouth 1. But quickly, before we go, Carragher, should he get the job? Michael Carrick for Man United, should he get the job? Yes or no?
I don't think...
Yes or no?
Yeah.
I'll say no.
Watsky! I'm going to say yes. We'll leave it there. Right, we've got a load of 0-0s, which we are going to brush
Right, we'll talk about the relegation.
No, we're going to brush over them because they're miserable. No one likes a 0-0, all
Sunderland Brighton, though.
Yes.
Right, the Minter goal.
Yes.
I've got quite a big opinion on this one, is that Diarra's lying on the floor, players carried on.
Did you see why he was lying on the floor?
Yeah,
yes.
Disgusting.
Pathetic. Honestly,
Right.
it's pathetic.
And he's cost his team.
That's why we're glad the goal went in,
totally
to be
He
honest.
has cost his team
Exactly.
there, and if I was a manager, I'd be absolutely dragging him out of the goal.
To have it in you, right, to get pushed over, and that's all it was, push, and then lie there, not look at the ball, not look at your teammates.
Down.
Yeah, honestly, I'd be ashamed to do that.
But to stay down,
that's what I'm talking about. To totally just shut all off and go, I don't care about any of it. It's all about me right now.
Yeah,
I'd be ashamed.
And the worst thing is when the goal goes in, you know 100% in his head he's going, I've got to stay down now.
Yeah, I've got to stay down.
I've got to make out I'm injured.
To it. I'm play acting this much and this hard.
While you're laid there like you were laying there and he could tell the game's going on, he's thinking, please, whatever, I can't get up, but please
don't go in the back of the net.
In the goal.
Do not score.
It was a weird goal,
wasn't it? It's a weird goal, yeah.
Really, I watched it probably 4 or 5 times and I still don't know how it's gone in.
It's almost like I don't know if it's clipped the post or brushed the post,
And it's-
but,
yeah.
but still spun in.
Ghosted in, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's really. I mean, that's a once in a lifetime goal. But yeah, look, some really bad defending and stupidity from him has cost his team a goal. There.
Simple as that, really.
And that's it.
So what about the relegation scrap? Because it is hotting up.
Yeah, I felt for Forest a little bit actually because the goal that they had disallowed was just it's brutal. You're talking, it's a tone out.
Nat's cock, isn't it?
It's horrible. Yeah. So they'll feel absolutely gutted, to be fair. But it's a big chance for them. It was a big game that they can get 3 points there, which they could have done. They should have done really. But you know, to be fair, Leeds missing the penalty is
that could bite them in the
Really
arse.
poor
That could really come back and haunt
it
them,
could
that.
as well, yeah.
Because they're close now.
Oh yeah, they're close.
It's so tight with everybody, and Forest are at Spurs next week, aren't they?
Oh, that's massive. That is absolutely massive.
So that is like humongous before the international break.
Humongous, yeah. Burnley 0, Bournemouth 0.
Move on.
Move on.
Who do we think's going to get relegated?
I reckon if you're a Bournemouth fan or a Burnley fan, I reckon even now you're listening going, yeah, fair dues, just move on.
Yeah.
Don't give us any airtime. We don't deserve
Bournemouth are unbeaten in 10.
Yeah, I know, yeah. It's good.
I mean, they've drawn about 8.
Yeah, they've drawn a lot of them, yeah.
Who are we saying going down?
It's still obviously the obvious two.
Burnley, Wolves.
and Wolves.
Yeah, and then it's all. I think West Ham are going to have enough to stay up.
Yeah,
I think they've got momentum.
My take is Forest will go down.
Yeah, me too.
Do you?
I think Forest too.
I just think, like, when Dyche was still there, what were his last game? 30-odd shots,
Yeah.
can't convert. 22 shots
Yeah,
this
I know.
game, can't convert. And because of the owner sacking 2 managers, 3rd manager, I just think it's just written against them. And ultimately, that game at Spurs is monumental. And I don't put Spurs in it because I may be being really naive. But if Forest beat them, then they're in big trouble. But I just feel, for me, if I were a betting man, I would think Forest are in big trouble.
Right, come on, Jamie. Quiz time. Let's go.
Welcome back to the quiz, everyone. We've got Tom, top of the tree.
Everyone.
Tom, top of the tree on 10. Ben, you're on 8. Toes on 6, and Watto, you're on 5.
Okay, mate, thanks. You remind me of that every week, and it fucking puts me on the back foot.
That's a snap. That was a nibble.
I need to be careful with you today, Watto. I've got my cards ready, just in case, okay? Question 1. Alvaro Morata is currently on loan at what club?
Oh, God.
Atletico Madrid.
No.
He's been there about 12 times.
I'm going to say Villarreal.
No.
Al-Eti.
No. All back in.
Juventus.
No.
Oh.
Alvaro Morata is currently on loan at what club? 5.
Leon.
No. 4.
PSG.
I think it's
No.
AC Milan.
No. It's Como.
It's an Italian team, though.
Cesc Fabregas' team.
Oh, man.
Question 2. What was the last Premier League club Chris Eagles played for?
Burnley.
No.
Sunderland.
Sunderland, no.
Bolton.
Bolton, correct. Well done, Ben.
Teammate.
Red Devils.
Question 3. Semenyo is the second player to ever play in all 4 English divisions and the Champions League. Who is the other player?
Robert Earnshaw.
No.
Vardy.
No.
Robert Earnshaw's the answer to the hat-trick one, isn't he?
Yeah. Right there.
Semenyo.
He's played in all things. Wait there. What's the question? Again?
Semenyo is the second player
You've been
to
played
ever
there.
play
You've
in
been
all
played.
4 English divisions and the Champions League.
Champions League.
Who is the other player? Then be careful, because I'm allowed to say the question twice. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Steve Finnan.
Oh my God, he's correct. You pulled that out the bag.
Where did you get that from?
Not Steve.
Steve Finnan's the correct
I
answer.
might have done all of that.
Sorry.
What?
I think I've done all that.
All 4
Wait there.
leagues and Champions
Yeah.
League? I would say.
I think I have.
Wait there.
You played
League 2, Wrexham.
I did League 1 Wrexham when I was first there,
Yeah.
2005.
League 2.
League 2, were they called League 2 and League 1 and all that back then?
Oh, well, League 2 you did with
I
Wrexham.
think it might be
League...
permanents, not loans.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay.
didn't stipulate that, did you?
No, you didn't stipulate that.
Well, I
But
apologise.
wait there. Let's just well done, by the way, all 4 divisions and the Champions League.
yeah.
And secondly,
Incredible.
Steve Finnan.
Incredible.
Yes,
answer.
incredible.
Thank you.
Plucked out
Incredible.
the
I thought I'd got it with Vardy.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Good shout.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Apologies.
Steve Finnan.
incredible.
Yeah,
mate.
well done.
Question
Tom.
3.
Question 4.
Question 4.
What Dutch striker did Arsenal sign in 2004?
Van
RVP.
Persie.
Van Persie. Well done, Watto.
Sparta Prague?
Might be Feyenoord.
No, Feyenoord.
Feyenoord, yeah.
He started and ended there, I'm pretty sure.
Manager.
Sparta Rotterdam, that's what I was thinking.
His lad plays for them now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Scores are 1-1-1, I believe.
That's
No.
perfect.
Who got that?
No one got Como, did they? So yeah, it's 1-1-1.
Yeah.
Question 5. Who's had the most appearances ever in the England under-21 squad?
James Milner.
Wow, James Milner's the correct answer.
Well done.
I did know that one. Just
Yeah.
didn't get it out.
James Milner, 46.
46, that's unreal.
Nathaniel,
Nobody's beating that.
No. Don't work like that anymore, does it?
Nathaniel Chalobah, 40. And Nathan Redmond, 38.
Redmond 38.
Yeah. Question 6. After leaving Manchester City, what club did Mark Hughes join after as a manager?
Chelsea.
No.
Oh, no.
Blackburn.
No. After leaving Manchester City, what club did Mark Hughes join after as a manager?
No idea.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No idea.
You're out. All back in.
Stoke.
No.
Bradford.
No.
Just count him down. He knows it.
I don't
He knows
know.
the
5.
question.
Don't know.
You're out. The answer's Fulham.
Remember.
Fulham for 1 year.
Remember.
Yeah.
See, and he said it, and then I was like, nah, he didn't manage
He
it.
did QPR and all, didn't he?
Yeah, I think
Why
so.
didn't I
did,
just say it instead of nothing? Scared of looking like a div.
It's okay, Tom. 1, 2, 1. Question 7. Eric Jemba went on loan to what English
Villa.
club?
Birmingham.
Whoa. Tom?
Stoke.
No.
Villa.
No.
Birmingham.
No. All back in. Eric Jemba went
Norwich.
on loan to what English club? Not Norwich.
I'm sure he went to Villa at some point.
He did go to Villa, yeah, but he went on loan to one club.
Sunderland.
No. Already said Sunderland.
Great shout.
Felt right.
Yeah, it did.
Wigan.
No. All out. The answer's Burnley.
He did as well. He did. I knew it.
Yeah. Question 8. In the 2001-02 season, Pizza Hut, the front of shirt
Fulham.
sponsor.
It's a bad question.
It's a bad
Is that
question.
put him on 3?
No, it's not one two.
It's a bad question.
It's not a bad question.
What?
No, it's not. No, it's a good answer.
Because you didn't know
Yeah, I didn't know it either. It's a good answer.
There you were. Sharp there, Tom. Bastard.
Right, 2,
You're so salty.
One.
Good.
1,
How many questions left? 2.
2. Question 9. It's a career path question.
Hold on. I was thinking of a Fulham player the other day. Who's the big one? Big lad. Big unit.
Oh, Papa Bouba Diop.
No. Is it?
Breda Hangeland.
No. Was it like Clark or something?
Like, they're two massive units I've just named. Lee
You
Clark.
centre half you're on about?
Yeah. What was his name?
Hangeland.
No. Oh, golly gumdrops. Big unit.
Massive.
Centre back.
Yeah.
Bit Robert Houthie.
Tim Reed.
No, it's like I had like Finn Clark in my head then or something like. It's going to do my nut in this. Is
Get in the comments. Someone will say it in the
Centre back.
comments.
yeah
Yeah.
For what?
for Fulham.
What? Is there a point in this?
No, but it just banged in my head.
It's when Roy will manage you.
Yeah,
Big
big-
blonde, yeah.
No, not blonde. No, big unit.
Papa Bouba Diop.
No,
He was centre mid, wasn't he?
not Clark, is it? Anyway, go on. Don't worry about it.
It's not Clark for sure.
Question 9.
That's random.
It's a career path question.
That's ADHD manifested.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Live on it.
I need to get this out. I need to say it.
I have played for Chelsea, Crystal Palace loan, Fulham loan, AC Milan.
Victor Moses. No.
No.
Damn
If
it.
it was Victor Moses, I'd get.
Victor Moses.
Victor Moses.
Victor Moses.
I love Mick DeVoses.
I have played for Chelsea.
Mari.
No. I have played for Chelsea, Crystal Palace loan, Fulham loan, AC Milan.
Started at Chelsea.
Yeah. 5.
Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Yes, I knew it.
Correct.
Get in there. Ruby. Yeah.
You all right today?
Come on. We're
64 coffees, isn't it?
we're going to Calpe later.
I know,
We're
yeah.
going to Alicante on our bikes. We are. We've got a nice little few days out there, haven't we?
Oh, we have, mate.
Oh, it's going to be lovely.
Vlog coming soon.
Huh?
Vlog coming soon.
May as well.
May as well. Question 10. Final question.
What's the score?
2, 3, 1.
Damn.
Who is the only capped England international goalie to be playing in a different country other than England?
Current?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good question.
Who is the only capped England international goalie?
Jack Butland.
Jack Butland is the correct answer. He's playing in Scotland.
Good question.
Yep.
Yeah, go.
There we go.
Good question.
Well done, Ben. You won the quiz today.
I had it on in the background yesterday. Rangers against
St Mirren 1-0.
Mirren, yeah, 1-0.
I've been to that stadium.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
It started absolutely nailing it down with rain. I was thinking, oh, it looks miserable. Oh, it looks miserable.
10-9.
Who was that bloody QPR player? Fulham player?
It's centre-back.
I don't know.
What era are we talking?
Like 15 years ago, probably.
People were shouting at home.
Oh!
Come on, please have it.
Really skinny lad. He was quite lean. Like, oh!
Zach Knight.
Zach Knight!
Zach Knight. Zach Knight.
Zach Knight!
Zach Knight.
He won a big unit. You were right.
He was a big unit, wasn't
Yeah.
he?
Big unit.
Zach Knight, well done.
Yeah.
We haven't spoken about Zach Knight
Was that just
forever.
from your knowledge,
That
Joe,
was
yeah?
from pure knowledge. That was, yeah. Back
Brilliant,
in the
Jimmy
day.
Knight.
Jamie
Zach
knows
Knight.
ball.
Brilliant.
Jamie knows ball.
Baller.
Zach Knight.
He's a baller.
Zach
Zach
Knight.
Knight.
God, he was bloody handful, he was. Bit of news for you as well. From next Monday, the football fill-in is going to be on our other YouTube channel, the Fozcast Podcast. It will not be on the Cycling GK anymore. It's going to move over to the Fozcast Podcast. We'll put a link in the description down below. That's where it's going to be. It's rightful home as well, isn't it, lads? Yeah?
The podcast channel, yeah.
Yes, and also next Monday, because we're doing a bit of cycling next week, we're away in Calpe and then Mallorca. Next Monday's show is going to be a bonus big bumper quiz show, isn't it, Jamie?
Yeah.
You're going to come with some proper quiz questions, right?
Always come with proper
And a
quiz
tin
questions.
hat.
And a tin hat. It's like a full-length quiz show, all right?
Yeah.
Like a 45-minute bad boy.
Yeah.
So enjoy, and thank you for watching, everybody. We will see you all. I don't know which camera I'm looking at. Soon. Bye-bye.